Hey everybody, welcome to Mystery Color Night with Concrete. I'm Mr. Concrete and I'm going to go through this. I threw an amount of concrete, gray matter, into each of these tubs. I did not weigh it. That is not wise, but I wanted tonight to be a mystery. We're gonna wing it. I threw in 2 scoops of color in these. This one's mostly yellow with a little bit of a red. This one is yellow and green, kind of evenly mixed. And now I'm going to add water and see what we get. As well, tonight, I'd like to ask you 3 questions that I can ask you while we work. So I've got tap water, I've got sriracha water, sriracha. And I've got some cool molds that I make and you buy. And thank you everybody for buying stuff. That's so nice. My dream is to help people make really beautiful concrete things and bring you the very, very best. So I make everything by hand. I formulate all of our concrete formulas. I try to give you instruction to help you do this really, really well so you can make beautiful concrete things. And then in return, you buy things from us and that we get to keep making things. So it's a thank you. I appreciate it. So one of the things we make is we make molds. We've got this mold for a device stand. We have this mold. It is honeycomb tiles, like a bee. We have this mold, and this is a beautiful mold. It makes a large, you can check out one of the other videos, and this makes a large cactus pot, which is great. You can put a large cactus in there, or a medium, I would say, it's a pretty big, you can get a pretty big cactus in there. And then this pot's a little bit small, and you put a smaller cactus in here. I want to make another mold, so tell me, what would the other mold be? That's what I'd like to know. You're a smart bunch and you love concrete. Let me know. What can I make? What can I make for you? Leave it in the comments. That is question 1. Here we go. So I'm just gonna start mixing. And we'll see what we get. Oh! Son of a gun! That went everywhere. What a mess. Who cares? Who cares? I'm going to try to go as fast as I can. Mix concrete as fast as I can. So I've been making videos that are 20 minutes, approximately. I try to edit them and make them under 20 minutes. Because I don't know if anyone wants to watch 20 minutes of this. But, geez, son of a gun. Going fast is messy, though. Look at this. I'm going to go so fast. What is the color? I don't know yet. I don't know how much concrete is in here. If I were to guess, under 3 kilos, between 2.5 and 3 kilos. Oh, this is a cool color. Check it. Did it. This is gonna be a cool one. I might have put too much water. I think it'll be okay. I'm pouring solids, so I can get away with a little bit wet. If I was marbling, tough to say what would happen. This is wet. But that's another thing with trying to go fast. When you try to go fast, it takes a bit of time for water reducers to kick in. So you have to hydrate your entire mix. You start with a cookie crumble consistency. And then you just gotta let it chill at that. And once the water reducer that's already dry batch into your mix, which is one of the biggest benefits that gray matter has over almost every other, there are no other concrete mixes on the market that we dry kiln water reducer onto our sand that's in the mix, which is, it's a brilliant technique. And it means that you don't have to add any excess water reducer as like a wet in your water. So you can just add water. And what water reducer allows you to do is it gives you flow properties at lower water content, keeping your concrete very strong. That's beautiful. What color is this? It's like an avocado. And now on to mix number 2. Was that too much? No way to tell. Well, there is a way to tell. Go slower, or weigh your concrete first, then add an appropriate amount of water based off your weight. Or mix it by feel. But if you do things by feel, you will make mistakes. This is more. This is over 3 kilos. 3 I'd say right around 3.5. I feel pretty confident after this one. Yeah, I know how much concrete is here. This is great. Question number 2. Have you ever thought about doing a character voice the entire day? Waking up, you wake up in the morning, you're like, I'm gonna do a character voice. Don't say anything yet. You jump in the shower right away, practice your character voice a little bit in the shower, look in the mirror when you get out of the shower and you're like, this is the character I play today. And then do like a funny voice the entire day. And then if you were to do that, what voice would you do? Because number one, like you do something, I would want to still do a voice. I don't know, would you go for really funny or cool? I think it's fun to have a voice that's got a little bit of humor in it. I would do something somewhat funny. But charming too. Like not abrasive funny. Probably couldn't be funny. But what voice would you do? More water. Oh no, not enough tap water. I'm gonna have to dip into sriracha water. 8 minutes. Can I get under 20 minutes? Should I worry about that? What color is this? Goldish, green and gold. Green is cool. Look at this. So one of the pitfalls I can tell this mix is a tiny bit wet because it's wet enough that you're starting to get color separation in your pigments. You see these darker, there, see that? This darker green streak? That's color separation. So that happens if your mix is too wet, that will happen, but this can also create an artifact in your casting, which you might be desirable. So I would say, if you're looking for really good color correctness, wet mixes will change your color. A wet mix will change your color, period. If your mix is too wet, your color's not gonna look, yeah, this is a bit too wet. But it's not really a big deal for what I'm doing with it. Which is a secret. I'm not telling you. Look at this one. This one is not very wet. I can still see like gray bits in here. It's crumbly. It's not even like shortbread crumble yet. It's like, ow, son of a gun. Caught my thumbnail on the edge of this bucket. And these rubber gloves did not protect my thumbnail from pulling away from my finger. Ugh. Keep going, tough it out. When was the last time you broke a nail? there are things that are worse. There's injuries that are worse, but I never experienced the worst ones. Like, one of the worst things that ever happens to me in terms of like injuries is breaking a nail. So it's like, oh, and it's still a big deal. Yeah, that's gonna, I don't know. I think breaking a nail can be very painful. I would not want to break something worse, and I definitely feel for those who have worse injuries than breaking a nail. And I'm very thankful. One of the worst things that happens frequently to me is breaking nails. You catch them on things. It's like working with your hands. Your hands are always getting beat up, cuts and bruised and scrapes. Stings. It stings, and then like your nails, I don't understand nails. Nails are useful for things, but they're a weird one. Like what their main, I'd like to know like the top 3 things nails do for your body. Like, why are nails so important? Why do we still have nails? I think I want them, but it would help me. I'd be convinced more if I knew more about what nails did. This one's too dry. So this one's too wet, and this one's too dry. It's very thick. It's like a really lumpy pizza dough that hasn't really, a lumpy pizza dough before like its first rise up. So just fresh. Just started to, still got pieces, still got dry bits kicking around in here. Is that what that's like? Just not enough, I'll tell you that much. So I asked you about molds. I want to hear your opinion on those. And I asked you what character voice you would do if you had the pleasure of doing a character voice the entire day. What would people think? They would be like, what happened to Karen? Why is she doing this voice? Oh no. What happened? Alrighty. This is getting there. Okay, 13 minutes. Wrap it up, right? A third question. At the beginning of the video, I thought I had 3 questions. And the first 2 questions were good. Yeah, this is better. So, this is actually a really great side-by-side. Pretty green. Oh, my nail hurts. Dang it. That's smarts. So we got what is this color? This is great. It's definitely a mustardy. Yeah. This is a good one. And nice consistency. Sticks together. You don't see pigment separation. Although, to be fair, yellow is a much more stable pigment than green. Yellow and red. Whereas blue is just a real renegade. Any color that has blue in it is like, it's gonna be finicky for you. So I would say be wary of blues. Really safe places are all of your really warm yellow, all your really warm yellow through reds. Yellow and red, do everything you can with those. Black, white, yellow, red, blue, use sparingly. It's a challenge, to say the least. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So I don't have a third question. I thought I did. This isn't done mixing, so I can keep mixing. Oh, yeah. So that's perfect. So see how look at this. So it doesn't stick to my gloves. Very little. Most of it doesn't, just falls off. This, too wet, this would stick. This would make a huge mess. This, perfect consistency, very little mess. So the third question is, what Oh, it's the same question I always do. What kind of video could I make? What would you want to see? I'm very into mixing color and concrete together. So what do you want to see for colors? You could tell me that. What do you want to see for an object I can make? Do you want me to make device stand or the this cactus pot, little pot? Tell me. And that is good night. Oh, no, wait, it's not good night. No, it's good night.